I want to preface this entire video by saying China is more than just a country to me. China is my entire identity. And I'm grateful to live in such a time because I get to see the rise of China like never before. A united, prosperous China in the modern day will surely never fall. And that's something that I'm very grateful for. Grateful that I get to see and experience. In the Bible, it predicts the rise of China. An army of 200 million will come from the east to stop the armies of the Antichrist. So I want you to know I'm very Chinese. As Chinese as I can be without being Chinese. But something does have me a little bit concerned. And I hope a lot of you are concerned as well, because I love when people are like scared and stuff like that. My main concern is probably what everyone is thinking, and they even mentioned it in one of their announcement videos, the performance. I didn't feel like they really said anything about it. They just basically said, don't worry about it, it's fine. But when you add China, like, okay, if you double the map size and you add like the Americas, which would be awesome and I would love it, you would add maybe double the amount of people, right? The problem with adding China is that China is the greatest nation on earth with the most people. So like you're adding so many more people. Do you see what I mean? So many more characters that now you need to operate. They all have their individual personalities. Surely this is going to affect performance. Not to mention just like they just posted a video about how much more awesome the map is going to be. So if the map is getting more awesome, which means harder to run, and then we're adding fucking China, we're adding all of Asia, which has way more people than Europe. Just like think about it. I'm worried about performance. Frankly, I'm very worried about performance, especially for some of you guys who play this on like a laptop. Like what's gonna happen? I don't know. I don't know anything about game design, so maybe my fears are not founded. My second concern is the snowballing aspect of CK3. I'm gonna show you what I mean because I play this game a lot. And what usually ends up happening is like a conqueror will make an empire title and then his son will become a conqueror as well. When this happens, that state will snowball to a degree that like everyone else around it. It doesn't, I guess, encourage realism. Like how the map usually looks in CK3, especially in 867, is not really like how it looked. Now, I only basically play in 867, so I did just take a gander at like the later start dates, and I will admit, in 1176, is that the end one? In 1178, if you look at the map, it does look like something that would happen in the game, to be honest. I'm just kind of worried that with a state like China, if a conqueror gets its hands on a state like China, it'll probably just conquer the world. And then there's not really, cause like the western border of China never went into like India. I could totally see in Crusader Kings 3 how a Chinese ruler would just invade India because the AI doesn't differentiate, like it doesn't care where it invades. And I feel really bad for anyone who cares about like border gore, because this is going to be a problem for them and they're going to have a really bad time. I personally don't mind because secession happens, the state becomes weaker and eventually usually falls to like outside invaders, or just kidding. Because as the game progresses, it becomes more and more difficult to dislodge the current power structures. Like take the Holy Roman Empire right here. We've progressed enough in the game where the land that the emperor has is like snowballing. You know what, granted, so are his vassals. As time goes on, the power of everybody increases. So I don't know, I guess we'll see how it plays out. Other than these two concerns, the main one being performance, the latter one maybe is like a lot less concerning. The game, I think, will benefit greatly from having China because it's the best country on earth, and I'm very excited to see what they do with like the new celestial government. And you really cannot beat Japan. Them adding Japan is probably gonna kill a lot of people because I don't know if this community will be able to do anything else. When you compare medieval Europe, which is like cool, to medieval Japan, which literally seems like something you'd only find in like the Elder Scrolls or something, The cool factor is just too much. But thank you for listening. I didn't see anyone else really like talking about this. I don't really have much more to say because I'm not experienced with game design. I just wanted to voice those two concerns. That I'm scared the game is going to run like shit, and I'm scared that the border war is going to get even worse with a massive state like China, which you really can't destroy with inheritance. But who knows? We'll have to play the game and see how China. We'll have to play the game and see what China does. Thank you for watching. My cat just jumped out the window. I have to go get him, or I would definitely continue talking to you. But yeah, see what you can do to have a good day today, and goodbye.